that will turn into a really good, mature, distinguished gentleman hair style. Do that. Mikado and Jewett, Chrono, Cheddar, Silicomodo, thanks for the subs. Cheese, thanks for the sub. You're very welcome. Cheese. Geezer looking fastened to the 5 points, thanks for the sub. Get yourself a wee Easter egg or something, or a pizza for the boy. Foggy Scott, tag that bro, thank you very much. A contact sport, thank you very much for the 20 quid. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you very much. Old Red Eyes is back a wee bit. Don't have a good night's sleep. Okay. What else is new? That's the health benefits of eggs. Didn't have any eggs yesterday. You stop revving your engine up outside my house, mate. Wellies, Camshay. Thanks to subs. What are your thoughts on Gaussian? I still don't know how to say it after all these years. Gaussian? Gaussian? Splats? What's that again? Is it some sort of way of like having a kind of 3D model or something by sort of Carivore says GOW Zian. When you're doing these phonetic things, you need to do some things in caps to know what what syllable to stress on. Plus the GOW could be go or go. Carivore. Even angry about this, says always. Carivore has done it again, putting in caps the go or go bit. Still don't know. Is it? I mean, does it rhyme with cow? Carivore. Am I meant to say Gaussian? Gaussian. That's it. You think I'm fucking saying Gaussian? A Gaussian blur. And then if you just put a blur on that. No, don't do radial blur, don't do smart blur, don't do motion blur. Gaussian. What? Sorry? Gaussian. Is that how you say that? I don't know. Carivore told me. And who's that? Some guy. Remember, sometimes it's best to no say things the way you're meant to say it. Sometimes it's best to be a bit casual. You don't want to come across as a wank. Wise thanks the sub. How you doing today? Doing very well, thanks. Meridell thanks the sub. Sorted the chair situation. I'll get it sorted out. Mr. Miasma, Bad Hair Jones, Cad thanks the subs. Should I have a cup of tea or coffee? Have a cup of tea. You say it best when you sing it. Oh, right, so switch that, I'll put that back on. So everybody, I'm a political reaction streamer. Trump's croaky and absurd Iran speech shows just how badly the war is going. Here's my political reaction to that. Now, if you go onto the rest of Twitch or the rest of the internet, you'll get lots of takes, and you get somebody streaming on Twitch and there's the chat there and the chat's whizzing up the screen and there's all the fucking peppies everywhere and fucking keck this and keck that, right? Lot of pish. This is where you get the takes that matter. Now here's my take. Trump's croaky and absurd Iran speech shows just how badly the war is going. Now here's my take. See this article? If I was to click on that and read that article, it wouldn't make a blind bit of fucking difference to fucking anything. Even if it educated me about something, what difference does it make? What difference? What can I do about it? What can I do about anything? All I know is that I'll go to the fucking voting booth come election day and I'll go like that. Right, so where do I put it to get Trump out? Or oh no, that's another country. Right, well... Right, so what was that? What was it? The eye paper? What was that then? Well, you see, what happens there can affect us here. Right, so... No, this is... I don't get it. Just put it anywhere. Doesn't matter. What could maybe do is go out and go on a march. Maybe go on a march. Something like that. Do that. Going to be March maybe. Hashtag or two. Don't mean to be, negative and downbeat and, apathetic and detached and everything. What fucking difference? Well, actually, see anybody who thinks that, everything I just said there, you're actually wrong. You're the problem or something. You're actually wrong, because if you think about it, we live in the UK. If enough people here in the UK show their disapproval about getting involved in something that Trump started, let's say, then that gives Sir Keir the confidence to say, no, we're not getting involved in this, because they'll be looking at public opinion and all that, and he knows he's out of job, if this, if that. So it all matters what you say online, what happens in these articles, people out on the street, physical presence, being able to see people marching. Yes, it doesn't really make any difference in terms of voting, only the vote matters, but it's a physical representation of the distaste that people have got for whatever it happens to be. All these things matter. All these things matter. So, you know, I just don't think it matters as much. I'm struggling to not to care, I care, but I'm struggling to I don't know. Is it an age thing? Maybe it's my age. When you live long enough, you know that if you're young enough, you think, if I do this, the results will be this. And as you get older, you realise, if I do this, the results will be that. Or the results will be that. You care, but not enough to give a damn. No, I give a damn. I give a damn. Anime Lord Jord, I give a damn. I do give a damn. I don't know, you just kind of see it a bit like The Matrix in a way, you know, when he starts to see all the numbers and everything. You start to go like that, right? Or like a spreadsheet or something. I used to think, if you say certain things and do certain things, it makes a difference. It makes quite a big difference. And then I just realised as I got a bit older, it doesn't make as much a difference as what you think. I've got the wrong attitude. Everything that's ever changed things is because of people who mistakenly believed that they could actually make a difference. And then it actually did make a difference. So, do you know what I mean? Things have changed. See, when it comes to political things, when I talk about it, I lose energy. I feel like an alcoholic or a drug addict of some kind that's just received some experimental new drug and treatment medicine that whenever you drink alcohol, it actually sort of doesn't work and actually makes you not feel very well. And you go off it. I feel like I'm on, would you may call it Manjaro or whatever it is? Something like that. I start talking about like fucking any kind of political thing, and I'm like, and all I actually want is banter and memes. Politics and politicians and all of that come and go. They come back and forth in waves, swings to the left and right like a pendulum. But banter and memes are forever. Banter and memes forever. You go all the way back to the Colosseum and all the rest of it. Back to Pompeii. That's all gone now. But if you look at the walls, you will see scratched onto them graffiti. And graffiti lives on to this day. That was your original banter and memes. Banter and memes forever. I wonder what that is in Latin. It forever bits probably eternus or something like that. Everybody, I'm just looking at this here. Oh, fuck off. Now, I don't want to get all political and talk about things, but I'm just looking at the specs there. And they are like the new specs that I've just got. I will not be wearing them on the stream. They are the new specs I've got just for me, just for sitting here at my computer. That's just for the computer distance. It's not my reading specs. It's not my distance specs. It's my intermediate specs. So I've got these specs looking at her. Where now you can see right now, not only do I not want to wear these because I don't kind of like wearing specs, but because look at the fucking eyes. I could reveal all my secret bank stuff. I could go buy some games and type in the 3-digit code in the back of my card that basically is the key to all my money. I could be looking at pornography. Look at that, look. I could be a pornography addict. And you think I'm just talking about, politics and stuff like that, but out the corner of my eye, I'm watching hardcore pornographic imagery because I'm not right in the head. I don't think you're not right in the head looking at porn, but today, just like needing to like look at it just while I'm doing a stream talking about just things. I just need to always see like a fanny. I just need to, or I go mental. This would give the game away. I mean, when I first saw a picture of fanny when I was wee, in a magazine in a hedge in the park when I was 10. I was like, what the fuck is that? But they've grown on me, and now I can't get enough, of seeing them. And I need to see one every 5 minutes on the stream, or I lose my ability to speak. This would give the game away. Some people will probably be saying, you were looking at a fanny. You were looking at a fanny. We saw you looking at a fanny a minute ago. Hold on. Let's see if we can make this joke work. Is it? Yeah. Can you see him? Yeah, there he is. Wait. There he is. Can you see him? I'm looking at a fanny. Fanny's one of these brilliant words we have here in Glasgow. You're a big fanny dunderhead. Away and bail your head, you big streak of pish. Taps off weather! Clear as crystal. I didn't realise just how much I needed them. There's me looking at the monitor. I think it's alright. Now and again I have to kind of lean forward to look at something that's kind of wee, or what's that there? Like, see the time down the bottom right of this monitor. 09 54 02 04 2026. Obviously I know that fucking thing. But see the 2026? That could be 2028. Oh my god, crystal clear. I never would have thought. I was playing Death Stranding 2 off stream last night, and it was all clear as crystal. Not just that, but it actually increases. This is to everybody. Listen. Blotty, thanks for sub. A neighbourhood cat keeps leaving human-sized shites in my garden. Any advice? Are you sure? Any advice? Orange peels. Orange peels across the whole of the garden. Didn't skip cutscenes with the specs on. I had the specs on and I jumped every cutscene. Skipped every cutscene. Scott, thanks for the $5. Circular polarizer on the camera. Won't see the glasses reflection problem solved. I don't want to get into all that. See right now looking at the monitor, I don't need specs, right? I'm simply not going to sit here. This isn't how I'm going to look for no one. See that? See this? Me going like that? It's just not going to happen. This is how I look. I look like this. These are the cheapest specs I could get. Excluding postage, £9. 9. £9. The cheapest I could get. Don't ask me how they can make it that cheap. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. Listen, I'm in deep. My ethics are right out the fucking window. I'm on that, would you call it, that blue sky? That's how fucked my ethics are. You know, blue sky that's built upon AI. Built using AI. I'm on that. It's just no way I can justify it, but no ethical, with it, would you make under thingy? Bloody orange peels everywhere for the cat. Ghost thinks it's sub. Casp thinks it's sub. Takes solace in the fact that we all get to die one day. You quoting that back to me? That's what I say. Love to be here, big man. If I need to get out, which way do I need to go again? You only need to go out, don't worry. Fiddy and Skeen thinks of subs and bits. Bumped into my old school bully last week. Brought up how he treated me, and he said it made me look forward to school like I had a job to do. Thought you'd enjoy that. Oh, fuck. Oof. I can kind of get it. I can kind of get it. Now you've maybe moved on with your life, but could I maybe suggest that you now make him your new job? It's called the word is revenge. My advice with revenge is you want to take revenge to the point that you actually feel bad about it. Where you feel that you've actually went a bit too far. That's my advice. Yeah, you got to balance it up. You got to go like that. How much does it hurt me or annoy me, pain me in some way to think back to that bullying, right? Or if you've moved on, who cares? Waynes are horrible bastards. That's that, right? But if you got that, and then you think about there's a chance for revenge, but it's like a decade later or decades. What is it? Is it worth maybe replacing the bad feeling when you think back to back then with a new kind of bad feeling? Or I didn't have to go and fucking blind the guy. I mean, for fuck's sake, he was only a teenager at the time. I'm not suggesting you blind the guy. I'm making up a kind of fantasy of you know, something like within the law. Within the law. Tie shoelaces together. Aye, something like that. Tie shoelaces together. In a train station. No, don't do that. The greatest revenge is happiness. The greatest revenge is happiness. And the greatest revenge isn't displaying and projecting that happiness for others to see or them to see, but your own private, personal, own, nobody will ever know happiness. That's the greatest revenge. That's the quiet victory. It's a quiet victory. Because at the end of the day, everything that happens, it's all felt in here. If you can control that, because you might not always be able to get revenge against the people you want revenge about or get justice. But if you can control that, It won't matter. But if you could be happy inside and get the sweetest revenge, that would just be the icing on the cake. It's maybe worth thinking about. Before seeking revenge, dig 2 graves. Aye, dig 2 graves, so get revenge on the person you're wanting revenge against, and then maybe also somebody else that you've not thought about. While you're in that kind of revenge frame of mind. Just go, I may as well. Like, if you've got a spreadsheet, right, I need to get a spreadsheet for this guy. What's he up to? Where does he go? What are his who are his work colleagues? How can I spread a rumour that'll get him the sack? Once you're up and running with a spreadsheet like that, may as well stick our name in there. In our column. No 2 graves, 10 graves. Use Copilot on the spreadsheet. If AI now, it's easier now than ever to get justice. Because that's what revenge is. It's justice. In a lot of programmes and films, you'll hear this. Is it justice that you want, though? Or is it revenge? Revenge is justice. It's just all words. It's all words. We never used to have all these words to confuse things. I think it's time. That's it. I'm sick of words. I think people are sick of words. Chameleon and Blurty, thanks again. Hates that guy and Lexonian, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Lightkeeper, nice short horror that you might enjoy. Please don't comment. Thank you. The Lightkeeper, I'll have a look. Weiss, thanks again. Banaski, thanks for sub. Would you go to the moon if invited? Aye, fuck it, yeah. I think I'd be secretly hoping that it blew up. It'd be for me, if I was in there, it'd be quite a good way to go. Either that or just, in a home, humming a pish. I'll get blown to fucking pieces. Evaporated. I'd like to go to the moon first, though. Go there, look back at Earth. Did you know that the moon, when the sun is on it, is well over 100 degrees Celsius? Did you know that? And when it's not got the sun on it, it's fucking freezing. You see it, and it just all looks maybe cold. You might think it's kind of cold. You maybe not even thought about it. I looked it up. Direct sunlight. No atmosphere to break it up, filter it out. Direct sunlight. So when you see them in their astronaut suits jumping about playing golf, if they were out of that suit, not only would they, depressurise and I don't know if you explode or whatever the fuck it is, their fucking blood would boil in their veins. What I want to know is, at some point, obviously, you're going to have the light, and then you'll step out of the light into a shadow. Is it fucking freezing the second you step for the sun into the cold, or what? Can you sort of jump between the two and balance it out? Jack thinks the £3. Them people you called racists at that party. Have you seen any of them since? No. I didn't call them racists. I said I bet yous are racists. No, them, no. The other folk that were there, aye, because they were my pals, but I didn't say it to them. I said it to these other ones. Hold on. Half Bottle thinks it's up. Would you like to come and hold my hand while I get a camera shoved up my knob later? No, but I would like to see it. See if you can get it recorded. Frog says, want to be down your knob? If he's got a hard on, aye. Don't advise it. That's how they do it. You can imagine that actually, can't you? You have to get a hard on. Because for us to put the camera in your knob while it's all soft, it's all wiggly, and it's a bit like, you know, if you've got a hoodie and you've got the kind of lace thing and it gets lost inside and you're trying to fucking get it through, you're trying to sort of bit by bit push it through until it gets to the hole. You can imagine it's like that. But if you get a hard on, just go out, right in. I wonder if it actually would make a fart sound. Putting it in. Cock fart. How do you put it in without pushing air into it? How would you put a camera in whilst leaving a gap for air to get out? Because imagine pushing it in. Like, Hearts, what are you doing? Like, you know how you can get this sort of cap things with a kind of thing you can press down it for fizzy drinks? Or fucking Prosecco or Coke or something like that, and it sort of compresses it in. What if it's like that, but that way it's like, something's not right. Is it hot? No, it's not. I can feel it inside. Pushing the air in. Your ball's inflating like a balloon. Something hurts. Take it out, something hurts, and then when you go to take it out, it starts to suck. Everything you're doing hurts. Turns into a kind of Laurel and Hardy thing. You know, like if Stan Laurel gets his head jammed between like a pole and like a wall, or I think there's one, he's on a ship. He gets his head stuck between this kind of like a big mast and this other thing. And he's like, and they're trying to figure out how to like get him out. Maybe if you put your leg up there, they're having to do that to get that out. Maybe put your leg up there and put them there through there, and like Twister, like a game of Twister. See, with all these things, that is one of the deepest fears. What if I got a hard on? It's terrible if you go to the dentist. Lying back. This would be a bad time to get a hard on. Oh dear, I shouldn't have thought that. Second you think that, you start feeling the heat. And then you start thinking, if I do start getting a hard on, what I can do is say, I'm sorry, I need to go to the toilet. I actually need to go to the toilet. And then I've honestly thought about all this. I've thought, make sure you don't, I've been lying back, And I thought, this would be a bad time to get a hard on. And then that started me getting a hard on. Getting a hard on. Get like on the path to getting a hard on. I know I actually got one, but I can feel it. I know that if I was naked and if I was to look at my cock, I would start to see it going like that. You know, just a kind of pulsing, like revving up. And then I've thought to myself, you can't do that here. There's no way out. And then I've started to think, if you really did start to get like a semi and you couldn't hide it, what you could say is, oh God, I'm really sorry, this is embarrassing, I really need to go to the toilet, I'm sorry, I need to get up, is that okay? Can I? And then I've thought, no, don't think of a way out of this, because that will make you allow yourself to don't give yourself an exit, because then you end up getting a hard on thinking, it's all right, I'll be able to get out of it. You need to think to yourself, there is no way out. And that pressure can help you get rid of the hard on. The fear can help you get rid of it. Once you start actually thinking, it's fine if I get it, because as I start to feel a semi come on, I'll just say, oh God, I'm really, really sorry. That's so embarrassing. Can I use your toilet? And I've said to myself, no, this is it. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. No, you've got to let me leave if I get hurt. No. This is it. And that's actually helped me. I've been lying there like that. Scared. No scared enough that the dentist is like, you okay? Are you okay? You scared of the dentist? Don't worry, we'll try not to. I wonder if getting hurt by the dentist, like fucking drilling when the anaesthetic isn't completely working, would help get rid of like a semi, or would actually give you one, depending on what you're into. It's complicated. I remember times in secondary school being in a swimming pool. The second you think to yourself, this would be a really bad time to get a hard on, there you go, that's it. And I got one once. Managed to get away with it though. Got a hard on in the pool. I kind of tucked it in. I sort of tucked it sort of down the way, and then just sort of waited. And I was kind of like one of the last ones to get out. And I'm just like, hi. But I did remember like getting out like that, climbing up the sort of, and it was in school. Our school had a swimming pool, Hill Park Secondary. I remember getting out, and I think I did a kind of like tucking it down thing, but there's no way you're getting away with it. No way, really. Tory. This was not a fancy school, but somehow we had a fucking swimming pool. Shawlands Academy, that was regarded as being, I think, maybe a better school. They didn't have a swimming pool. My school was a shithole and it had a pool. Aye. And I think about all the times I wanted a hard on at a certain point and I couldn't get one. You can't win. This is what a lot of these masculinity podcasts and all the rest of it, manosphere stuff, don't talk about. They don't talk about these struggles. Real struggles that men have. Men have. Cock struggles. Is his face okay? It just does that when I'm being earnest. My name's Brian, by the way. Blake, thanks a sub. Straight to the butter chicken fun, please. Thank you very much. Just Jamie. Thanks a sub. Thank you very much. Thanks. Is you cock wrinkly too, Limmy? Ironside, I'll get back to you in a month. See next month. Have another go at that message. Get a month. Okie dokie dokie. Men pondering upon one another's knob wrinkles. The penis. Think of everything that's been done in the name of the penis. A lot of people think about what's been done in the name of Jesus. All the bad things, good things as well. Think of everything that's been done in the name of the penis. Genitals are strange looking. Do you think genitals are strange looking? They're in my opinion anyway. Because we don't see them a lot. Or do you think they genuinely are a bit different for the rest? I mean, if you look at the eyes, if you look at somebody's fucking eyes and all the wee veins and all that, that's fucking mental. And it moves and somebody's mouth. Look at this. That's fucking disgusting, really. If you weren't that used to seeing it. But because you're used to seeing it, this isn't disgusting. Because you're used to seeing that, it isn't disgusting. But because we're not used to seeing genitals, it's sort of strange. So see, that wasn't disgusting. For example, that wasn't disgusting. See, I have proven my point. It's called physical comedy. Icon. Thanks a sub, thank you very much. Clothes in physical comedy. Must be, yeah, flat bust, yeah. Yeah. Don't know. Oh, I didn't have it loud enough. I've not lost it. I got a fucking... Yesterday was a cracker. Or the day before. I think it was the nighttime one though. Ghostbusters, maybe. I thought more people would have got that. Master Beater says 10 seconds after it, Ghostbusters. Good guess. Bastard, you bet me to it. Bastard. You've got 30 seconds. Anything can happen. I'll do 3 of these. 3. Scott says, wait, what is this double wheel madness? Get a Whale replies with, please be here daily. Fucking brilliant, Get a Whale. If I could make you a VIP and a mod and a... What do you call the mods that mod the mods? Or can mod? I can make somebody a mod. What they called, like super mods or... There's a name for it, there's an actual name. Lead mod. Lead mod. Fuck, I'm a picture the arguments, the fallouts that have happened because of that thing. Sorry. I've been a mod for 2 years for you. I mean, it's not a big deal, but just thought that I would be made a lead mod. Why were they made a lead mod? I mean, I know they're your friend and everything, but I have been a mod for longer than they've been. I actually had a Twitch account. I just wondering why I haven't been entrusted to be. That's definitely fucking happened. No doubt. The Mac thinks it's up. I'm seeing double. 4 wheels. There's no point in me making anybody a lead mod here. It's not got any practical use. It looks like boring to me.
Boring.
It's not got any practical use. For what I gather, a lead mod... What will it be? The next one is on. For what I gather, a lead mod can make other people mods and unmod. That's it. Now, how many fucking mods? What kind of channel must you have? I've seen fucking people that have got like 50,000 viewers and they've got about 2 mods in. Mind you, that kind of is understandable because I think a lot of these places are popular because there's no modding. Can also delete other mods' comments, which comes in useful. Is it really though? You would have to have a streamer who like practically just doesn't even touch that whole side of things. They don't mod. They maybe don't know how to even use OBS, and maybe got to be studio, and I don't know, some sort of person that is they known for streaming, but somebody else takes care of it. Sometimes, yeah, mods have a hard time deleting their own comments. I don't even know how I would go about finding out who said what comments. That would be good. There should be there's all these other things they should be doing before lead mod and stuff like that. I would like to make people mods who don't have access to like certain insider information.
Boring.
Like mod comments, like the mod room. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, remember I said leak the mod room, and I told a big story about this person that I raided and then I blocked because I heard things about them. Then they said publicly that I blocked them because there's some sort of conspiracy of sort of persecution against them for some reason, and I'm a part of that. I said no, that I blocked you because I heard this thing about you, because you got this person in your community who's dodgy as fuck, and you were told about it and you decided to side with them. And he went, I'll look into this. And he looked into it, which he probably didn't. He just probably took 5 minutes and walked around, went out for a walk, came back just to sort of pass 5 minutes of time, and then went like, oh, I've looked into it. I've got rid of that person now. Remember that one? They said, in amongst the conspiracy theory thing, they said, leak the mod room. Like, as you know, as if to any of Limmy's mods, leak the mod room, where there are no doubt talking about this and conspiring. Leak the mod room. Spa, thanks for the sub. Thank you very much. Just reliving all that there, sorry. Missed the bet, you didn't say it was on. Jeremy Vine, you cannot rely on me because there might be 5 second, 10 second, 30 second delay, wherever you might be, whatever your connection might be. Simply go by the thing that pops up and says the bet's on. Okay. I was going to say earlier, with the specs that I've got, that's a boring. And I noticed this with the other specs I've got, like the reading ones and the distance ones. Boring. The contrast. The contrast of things is there's more contrast. So like when I was playing Death Stranding 2, the richer contrast, and I think it's because if you imagine you've got absolutely perfect vision, or imagine an image that's got black and white stripes, quite narrow black and white stripes, and you're seeing black, white, then imagine you put a blur in it, a Gaussian blur, slightly. The black would fade into the white would fade into black, and it becomes a bit, you know, grey. It no longer looks like a black thing with a white thing with a black thing. It becomes a kind of grey. So I've been looking at things like playing a game, and it might look a bit kind of a wee bit low contrast, and then I do that, and then I can actually see individual fucking black pixels kinda and white pixels rather than a grey. It doesn't just make things sharper. The sharpness has an effect of making it the contrast better. So listen to me. If you're like me, honestly, I only recently got fucking specs, the last 5 years maybe. Get yourself an eye test. I honestly just thought, it didn't really occur to me. I would go like that, I'd read stuff and sort of hod it away a bit, like, oh, my eyesight. But just the kind of general blurriness, I just thought it was an age-related, this is going to sound daft, just a kind of watery blurriness of the eyes. It's not actually that sort of thing that you wear specs for. It's just your eyes are old. And even if I was to wear specs, it wouldn't make any difference. It's just a kind of, like, you know if you squeeze your eyes or something, or something that can make your eyes blurry that's not to do with it can just like last for a few minutes. I thought it was something like that, but age related, and it would just my specs wouldn't make any difference. And then I went, you know what, fuck it, and I went for an eye test. I couldn't believe. But I went like that, right? Is this better? That 1 or 2? And I'm like, fucking hell. Did I fucking realise? Is this what my fucking eyesight used to be like? And I'm going to be well more of the time if I'm just sort of sitting on the computer generally. Just like that. I got kind of bigger ones. They're the kind of wee reading. They're the wee reading ones I've got. Which are the same kind. I got a kind of wide on those one, but they're my wee reading ones. And I thought I'd get bigger ones for this. These are my wee reading ones that are just kind of pop out like that. What's that? You have something for me? You have something for me? Hold on. I like that. Nah. But that's got to go. I can't actually see what I'm pointing at because of the maybe if I do. Somebody said, oh, they prefer them to them, but it doesn't matter. That's the thing, it doesn't matter. This is just for sitting here. See, that's what I don't like about specs. There's the whole, oh, they're better than them. They don't look good. These ones are better. It's like Clays. I cannot be fucked with it. Do these look good, or do they not look good? Are these better than them? You go like that. I think they look good. What do you think? No, really? How? And what I'm aiming for in my life, and I'm getting there, is to just care less and less about me. I want that freedom. I'm slowly but surely caring less and less about my appearance. And the good thing is, with getting older, is that you've not got any choice in the matter. Your face is, according to the world, simply not as good as what it was when you were younger. So it doesn't really matter what you do. You've always just got that degradation. You just don't really... The hair goes, the face looks older, tired, and all the rest of it. And then you start getting into that mental way, which is good, where you go, what does it actually matter? I mean, what am I trying to achieve? Weigh my face. What does it matter if maybe what I'm wearing isn't that good? What does it matter? And it's freeing. Like, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, sort of getting. I kind of want to accelerate my aging. Gherkin, thanks to sub. Have you seen the Milli Vanilli documentary? It's good. Aye. Thanks to sub. Yes, I have, and I liked it. Is it true? Well, I liked it. I wouldn't say it's good. I don't say anything's good. Nothing. My personal feeling. This is good. Girl, you know it's true. I need to see it. When it pops in my mind, I need to see it. I think they're in the middle of doing it right there, actually. No doubt. You missed the jumping! This isn't the bit I'm talking about, but... Girl, you know it's true. Milli Vanilli, top of the pops. The jump in's the best fucking bit. 1 and 1 and 2, 2 and 1. Right. This bit. The jump in. Apparently they didn't do the vocals. So they say, it's never really been proven or anything like that. But there was a rumour that maybe they didn't. But I was still not sure. The jury's out. We're not really. We're not really sure. One of the best drummers I've seen, doing things. 4-4 Stew, thanks for the sub. And I've showed this before, but Billy Idol. Was it Flesh for Fantasy? Ah, it's this. Right, so look at the drummer. Do you see him spinning? With the left on there. Now watch this though! Bang! Watch the drummer. Yes! He doesn't, he does. There we go! That guitarist was a mess. Excuse me. What's his name again? Is it not something like Stevie Steve? Steve Stevens? Like, risky with doing up with the drums, because see when he does that, he can still see if he was to sort of no grab that in time with the right hand, which he doesn't a few times, he can still hit the snare with his left hand. But then with this wee drum roll sort of bit, that wee bit, he needs the two sticks. What's he going to fucking do if he drops the stick? He's got backups. Can he get to him quick enough though? See what he's doing with the keyboards there. There needs to be more of that. With live performances with synths and so on. I've said this before, but as much as I might like Orbital and the lights on the head and stuff like that, I can't really see what you're doing. Just get a camera on the knobs. I mean, the knobs on the synths, not the head cocks. That would be alright, I know, though. It's not really what I meant. How you going? How's it going, everybody? Alright? Oh, fantastic, man. Just brilliant. Scott, thanks for the bits. Boing, the sound effects are switched off, mate. And I'm glad they're switched up, because you would have just ruined that moment. We need to see, is it good or behind stuff doing that, and show me your pressing. Show me it. Just even that, just let me see you turn something. That's one of the things I like. The drummer's doing that. Higher now, look. Higher now. And I like when the drummer catches the stick, he's sort of looking out, kind of pointing with the stick as if, you didn't think I was going to do it? Nope. And bang! No, this time. He's had a wee bit. He's had a bit of work done. He's had a facelift or two. Hasn't he? His. Billy is great. I won't hear Billy slander. Billy Idol has had a bit of work done on his face. That's not a criticism. If you hear that as something negative, that's at your end. It's actually you that's just criticised Billy Idol, and I won't have it. That's a ban. Just joking. You could that's a good way to actually catch somebody out, by the way. You could say to somebody who you know will react to this about somebody else. They're looking old now, aren't they? They're showing their age now, aren't they? And then they'll go, that's no nice. And then you can go, what's no nice? What, somebody looking old is a bad thing to you? Because it isn't to me. You need to check yourself, because you just wrecked yourself. Then do that. Have a move when you clamp somebody. Have a kind of signature move. It'd be good if it was a 3 thing. Can't do that because you're doing that, look. It's got to be kind of like... something like that. That would be good, because that's coming towards you. Something like that, maybe. What's wrong with saying that they look their age? What's wrong with me saying that they look old? Do you think looking old's a bad thing? You're dead. Too slow. I've got to perfect that. You know how people have got like a wee kind of handshake they have with other people? You know, that sort of stuff. It'd be good if you had one that's just for you. It's just your own personal thing that you do. A signature. I think that's what the world needs now, more than anything. Do you remember old guys would go like, here, watch this, and they would roll a cap down one arm right behind them and down to the other and grab it? What happened to that? What happened to things like that? Like in your show, I did a wee sketch about it. Cigarette tricks. I watched some fucking card tricks. I couldn't believe this one. I couldn't believe. Who's that guy? That very famous. He's done a bit of acting as well. He's appeared in numerous things. He's dead now. Card trick guy. Ricky J. Card manipulation. There's a few different versions of this, looking a bit kind of rough. Quality of this is fucked, right? I could not fucking believe this. I mean, really. That's no nice saying he's dead. I saw him in, what was that film? House of Cards or something. And then I think I saw him doing card tricks. And I was like, that's that guy for that. Oh, alright, he's actually a card guy first. It's so bad or it's so good. Well, it's bad as in good, as in Michael Jackson bad. I mean the album, that is. He's not Michael Jackson bad, Jesus Christ. I can't... look. I'll narrate it, don't worry if you don't know what's going on. Look, he's shuffling a pack of cards. Look, he's shuffling them right. Right? Would you agree they're shuffled? Would you agree that if they were in some sort of order, they're pretty fucking not in that order now? Ace of spades, two of spades, three of spades, four of spades, five of spades, he's shuffling them, he's looking at us. There's the ace and the two. There's the three. He caught it in between the cards there. And in between the two cards are the 4 and the 5. 6, 7. There's the 8. Cutting it again. There's the 9. There's the 10. That's the 6, 7. He's just chucked out the jack. A bit of a kind of shuffle, kind of cutting the card. There's the queen, the king. So that's the ace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to the top. That's all the spades. Look at this. And every other card there is in order through the suit. All the clubs for the 2 to the top, or the ace to the top. Look at that. How? Look at that face. And he's right to look that way. That's a lifetime. Fucking how? I mean, even if he said, this is how you do it, there will be videos. There will be videos on YouTube talking about how these things are done. To actually pull it off. To actually fucking do it. For fuck's sake. Maybe it is magic. Maybe he's cheated and it actually is magic. My God. What was that? What was that game that somebody said? Have you seen? It was a certain game. They give them that on the Cryptum factor, and none of them can do it. Lightkeeper. Oh no, wait. Lightkeeper game. The Lightkeeper on Steam. Looks alright. Wait a minute, has this been made with AI assets? It's funny, it's got an AI look to it. Like, as if it's been like conceptualized with AI. It's got that kind of HDR sort of look to it. I mean, look at that. I'm going to get onto Blue Sky and complain about how this or that is made using AI. That's fucking brilliant, that. That is excellent. That is excellent. Absolutely snookered. Snookered. There's just no escape. That's you snookered, pal. Alone on a remote island, you're tasked with keeping the lighthouse, but horrific events that claimed the lives of previous keepers. I saw a hanging. That actually looks like the nurse. Each day, the line between reality and delusion fades, and something that dark is waiting for the last keeper. It looks like a kind of walking sim, which isn't a bad thing. But I don't know. Look at the trailer.
There's something different about this island.
Using the latest AI assets, we bring to you Lighthouse, Lightkeeper.
Like the past has awakened from its slumber, calling me back.
Was that JK thingy? Maybe it's an AI.
That light, it wants to reveal something to me. Something waiting in the dark.
Boom! Boom! No, I'm not going to bother. I can imagine it'd be quite, you know, see if they went like that. Tours. Then I would. It's just earned on me. It's just a lot of these games kind of overstay their welcome. Noxious thanks to sub. I tried to improve my life, so I made a list. Lost the list. Honestly feels like progress. Love the stream. You've remembered it all now anyway. The Lightkeeper. I'm kinda into a bereavement sim actually. At the moment, like a kinda. I'm into a walking sim, but I feel that I've really played them all. You name it, I've played it. Everybody's Got the Rapture, played it. What Remains of Edith Finch, played it. The Vanishing of Ethan thingy, played it. Gone Home, etc, 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 etc. Untitled Swan. Haha, apparently that game actually is AI slop. The Lightkeeper game AI. AI equals no buy. What was this then? They're going to delete your thread for mentioning AI. They deleted mine before the... do we have any... The all AI edited voices have now been fully replaced with human performances. Oh. Oh, is this who made it? Dark Phobia Studio, this profile is private. Well, who is that then? See above. All AI edited voices have now been fully replaced with human performances. So it was... Lol, I just watched a cutscene where he smoked his cigarette backwards. I'm thinking AI was used in more than just voice acting. Also, why is everyone's faces so spotty? Does everyone have the measles? Or is that what AI thinks pores look like? It's funny. It's not even good AI too. Just looking at the screenshots on the store page, there are lots of things that don't make any sense. Like the design of stove with the fire in it. It vents into the cabin and the chimney is on the left side doing nothing. Also the modern automobile rim hanging above the stove on the right side and the other wheels just nonsensically placed. Lots of other stuff as well. We've got AI made game with devs delivering AI responses to concerns regarding AI. This is crazy work. Quite like that actually. I like it when it gets really bad. I don't know if it's do you know, I kind of suspected. I mean, I don't know if it is. I'm just going by what these people say, right? The devs, if that was the dev, Vibox and Super Shorty thinks the subs. I hope you have an awesome Easter as well. Dr. Awkward thinks the sub. Do you ever tried that I Am Jesus Christ game? Dr. Awkward, does the game exist? Yes or no? Does the game exist? Yes or no? Yes. Absolutely sure. It's been finished, completed, done. I can go and... It actually does exist. Oh, I'm so sorry for judging you there. Simon and Nice Sunny thanks the subs. Guy I work with has the same specs as me. I thought I'd bam him up and swap the glasses. Forgot I swapped him as I don't really need to wear mine and he has a strong prescription. Heard him talking about having to leave work as he couldn't see. Don't have it in me to tell him I bumped his glasses. Aye. You done the right thing by no owning up. You could probably get sacked for that these days. You might even get worse than sacked, worse than losing your job, worse than being made homeless. You might get cancelled. If you think about it. It's like, imagine somebody's got trouble walking and you steal his walking stick, crutches or something like that. Guy needs to fucking see. Can he see without the fucking things and you took them? You've taken the guy's ability, one of his senses away. The sense of vision. You're a monster. There's a guy that needs hearing aids in work. Went to the same gym when he puts his hearing aids in the weekend. He left his hearing aids out as he went for a swim. I flushed him down the toilet so that he can't hear. What today is say to him, first of all, before you go to see him, rub your eyes a lot. Really push your fucking hands right in your eyes so they're all red and you're in tears. Or maybe wear his specs for a bit. They might make your eyes water. And then say to him, just go up to him like this first, like this. Don't say it, just be like this, look. And he'll go like that. Are you all right? That's how you want to start it. That he says to you, are you all right? And then you go like that. It was me. 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 He'll say, what was you? And then kind of get angry at him, angry remorse. The specs, for God's sake, what's the matter with you? The specs, your fucking stupid specs that I stole for you. See, that's the thing, you're so nice, you don't even fucking remember, fuck. And splatter a wee bit. Don't even fucking remember. Like ugly, crying, make a mess of yourself. And it go like that. Oh, I did it. It was me. It was me that did it. I'm ready to take consequences. I did it. I took a specs. I did it. No excuse. No excuse. No excuse. No excuse. I took the specs. I'm ready to take any punishment. Any punishment. No excuse. I don't want any leniency. And to ensure no leniency, I'm not even going to apologise. Just give me the punishment. Fullest punishment you can give me. Do you want me to kill myself? I'll kill myself. If you want. No need to do that. I will. I'm going to do it anyway. And it'll be your fault. I mean, for fuck's sake, I just knocked your fucking specs. You probably fucking use that as an excuse to leave. to leave what can he fucking see. But the first thing you did when you got up the road was have a fucking wank. They're a big shite. Have a wank. Conk out on the couch. Act like a fucking Mr. Magoo. Pair of fucking specs. Probably got about 10 fucking pairs lying about the house. Don't give me it. Nice Sannies. What have you done with them? I mean, you didn't like go around the corner, laugh, and then snap them. Nothing, they're talking shit. Oh, you think he made it up? Aye, it's kind of like a full-on crime. Aye, it's kind of like almost AI. It's like it doesn't even it doesn't make sense. So where are the specs? Why did you... Can we just go like that? Well, can we just say, oh, well, see, what I did was I took your specs by accident. Can we say that? I took, because of the same, for the reason that you took them. You swapped them. Wait a minute, some of this doesn't make sense. I thought I'd bam them up and swap the glasses out, right? So there he picks up the ones that look like his, but it's because it's the same frames. He puts them on. He says, oh, wait a minute. These aren't mine. Right? And then what happens? Does he know then go like that? These aren't mine. These are... Wait a minute. You wear these, don't you? These are your ones, aren't they? I've seen you wearing the same specs that I've got. Haha, prep for the police interview. He left them on his desk. Nothing more, nothing less. So it goes like that. Oh, these aren't mine. Somebody's accidentally put them there, or... Can you not just go like that? Oh, that was... there's a mix-up. I took your fucking specs. I ended up taking your specs. They're on his desk. Right, so there's no... You can't go like that. Oh, I picked them up by accident. It's not adding up. So you picked them up, so you could have maybe said that it was an accident because they were on his desk. I could have said that if I didn't forget about them. I don't quite get. I can't work that one out. You didn't forget about what this was yesterday. I'm not quite able to work out what's happened. Can you not just go like that, right? You in reality went, he's going to pick up his specs. Well, what looks like his specs, the same frames, they're actually mine. He's going to put them on and go, wait a minute. He's going to go like that. These are somebody else's. And the only way they could have got there is somebody picked up mine and swapped them with these other ones, because what else would these other ones be doing on my desk? So I swapped his glasses yesterday morning and then got caught in something else. Forgot I did it to bam him up. Last night I heard him say he can't see. Right, so it would have been a kind of quick 10-minute thing. He puts them on, goes, all right, who's got my specs? But you were away, busy doing something else. And so he actually had to go up the road. Right. Right, so you could just say, I sorry about that. It was just a wee practical joke that fucked up. I won't do that again. I just noticed that I didn't realise you needed such a strong prescription. I didn't realise it would be, I thought it was just like reading specs or something. Sorry about that. Because you're not going to get away with lying, I don't think. Oh, it's just a mistake. I just saw a pair of specs sitting on his desk. I went, oh, what are my specs doing on his desk? So I picked them up, and then I didn't wear them right away. I put them in my pocket. And then later on, I realised, oh, wait a minute. When I did put on his specs that I took, I went, these are dead strong. That must be his. I thought to myself, oh, I must put his specs back. But the specs that I put back were actually mine. You see? But then they'll say, why did you think that your specs were sitting on his desk? I just thought I must have maybe I must have been at the desk and kind of I was talking to someone, maybe I took them off and, put them down and went like, these, hold on, see to speak to you, I'm just going to take my specs off for a wee second and put them down there. And then I thought when I walked past later, I thought, oh, must have left them here. No, you're just going to have to own up. It was just meant to be a bit of a joke, and I didn't realise they were so strong, and I planned on putting them back a minute later. Honestly, it's a joke that went wrong. Really fucking stupid, sorry. Sorry about that. You don't get away with it. You're best to own up. I think getting caught lying would be worse. And you will get caught lying because it doesn't add up. Hardly even adds up right now. Mike Witt, thanks to sub. Still hard at it. Common New Yellow, thanks to the bits. I'd saved my last 300 bits for still a birthday song, but the community overplayed their hand with the boing boing boings. Thank you very much, Common New Yellows. Happy birthday. Who was saying happy birthday to a child on his special day? How about that? Oh, say happy birthday to a child. Child. Vibe boxing. Thanks for the sub. Can you imagine her breath nips? Like if it goes in you, you're like, oh, what's that? Oh, like a rash. Starts to bubble. Like the xenomorph sort of thing. The breath is pure sulfuric acid. Just like the devil. Or the Jesus game. I am Jesus Christ. No user reviews. Oh, demo. Release date the 2nd of April. The day. This game plans to unlock in approximately 2 hours. Suppose get the demo. Alright. Jesus. Download. I am Jesus Christ, and I'm here. Oh, what will the voice be? I am here now to save you.
I am the resurrection. Only through me shall you reach the Lord. I am the light and the truth. I am the truth and the light, and only through me shall you reach the Lord. I agree. We should stone this woman if that is the law of the land. But first, let those without sin cast the first stone. Do you see my point now? The Second Amendment gives me the right.
Craig and Mike, thanks for subs. Thanks again. Glasgow's favourite son, thank you very much. $3.16, the Lord will crucify the heathens. What one's that? Are you making that up? It's there in scripture, eh? Do you know how to fucking download this demo? How? What speed? 11.5 gig for the demo. Austin 36. Oh, right, that. What's his name?
I have white skin and blue eyes, but that is what made me so special for this region of the world. That's what made me stand out.
The first launch may take a little longer. It's just preparing the shaders right now, everybody. The Exe is IMJCH. I'm Jesus Christ. Oh, alright. Right. Blessings to you, traveller. Please remember that this is a demonstration of our ongoing work. We are striving to refine every detail of this journey. Your feedback is a blessing to us. Hold on. I can just hear the fan on the computer, like, blasting. Oh fuck, right. It faded down. It fades down every detail. Sort of.
In the year 1, a child was born. Little did he know that his fate was sealed. For at age 37, he would be mercilessly nailed to a cross. Against his wishes. 33. At the tender age of 33, he was cut down before his time.
Barker Boy thinks a sub. Imagine an old man going to do shopping and forgetting his £1 for the trolley. It said something about streamer mode. It says no. Streamer mode? Yes. Oh. Copyright. Music. Oh well. Oh well, it's just the way it's got to be.
I am Jesus Christ. I am.
Oh, they made him the letter I. That's a T. He's doing a T though. Tam. Jesus Christ. Tam.
You just imagine that, like a Glasgow version of Jesus. Hail you, Lazarus, rise, you cunt.
And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life,
Capital H, please.
and that life was the light of all mankind.
Capital H for him. Even I know that.
Shines in the darkness,
How disrespectful.
and the darkness has not overcome it.
Even I know that.
The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us.
That's not the words that were written there. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same with the... Oh, that's what happens when you die in the
Angel of the Lord.
the Talos principle.
said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit.
What is getting said doesn't match the
To a son,
subtitles.
and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save people from their sins.
But does Jesus mean
And she
that?
gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no guest room available for them. And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them and said to them, Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people.
A white
Today in the town
angel.
of David a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord.
A blonde,
This will be a sign
white
to you.
angel.
You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger. So they hurried off and found Mary.
They came with haste. Just read it out the way it is in the Bible or whatever it is, the King James thingy that's this New American fucking version.
About this child.
Read what you've got in the subtitles.
And all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them.
Jesus
Aye, no need for that language.
has come at last, unbeloved child of God Almighty. You must seek out a man by name of John the Baptist. He resides in the neighboring area doing many baptismals daily. He
Backseating.
shall serve as the starting point of your journey to bring hope, life, and a new birth of the world and to man. You alone are the hope of the world, a soul light that must shine in the face of darkness. Now please, seek out John the Baptist.
Backseating from the Archangel Gabriel. Revelation. Learn about John the Baptist. Leave the house. Okay. Right. So I can't believe this. I'm saying this. No. Sensitivity, please. Right, general. Right, put that right up there. Oh dear. I can't believe this, everybody. I am being... Oh, I'm not sure about that. Ducking, but crouching. I mean, it's no. I don't mean I'm teabagging. I mean, it's no sort of like there's no transition. It's sort of doing it up. Revelation. Learn about John the Baptist. Leave the house. I am being Jesus right now. You place your bets, everybody. Will I have blue eyes? A minute. Brightness. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
Jesus wondered when his father had last seen John the Baptist.
Hello, Jesus.
Father, I had a dream. I mean, you might...
That is truly something, my son. May the Lord be with you. I don't know where John is. But go, ask Mary. She may know more.
Mary? Mama? You're calling Mama by her first name? Cheers, Joseph. Betty, thanks for the sub. A perfect sick day. You enjoy, you just put your feet up there. Thank you. What's he up to? I'd keep your eyes on that, you mate. How cruel that Jesus was a carpenter and then died with wood and nails and all that. Goes to show you.
Many people have attempted to write about the things that have taken place among us. Reports of these things were handed down to us. There were people who saw these things for themselves from the beginning. They saw them and then passed the word on. With this in mind, I myself have carefully looked into everything from the beginning. So I also decided to write down an orderly report of exactly what happened. I am doing this for you. I want you to know that the things you have been taught are true.
That's good. You go the same way that other one went. Find another way. You're not going this way. See, Jesus was a practical joker. Alright. Jesus parkour, or however you say it. Some of you younger boys like to jump about, don't you? I did when I was younger, like to jump about on roofs and things like that. What was it called? Parkour? Parkour when I was young was a snorkel, was a kind of jacket. Parkour. Do you know who else loved parkour? Jesus. When I was young, Parker was the driver for Lady Penelope in Thunderbirds. Who saw that stuff about Oasis, the 90s band Oasis last year? Do you know who else looks like Parker? No Gallagher. That's what a lot of people said at the time. He looks like no Gallagher. Parker. No Gallagher looks like Parker. Do you know who else looked like Parker? Jesus. He didn't really. I was just a practical joke. Do you know who else was a practical joker? Jesus. Think about it. What happened? What time of year is this? It's Easter. Everybody thought he was dead. And they looked in the tomb. And he was away. He's perhaps the biggest practical joker of them all. Do you know where we get the idea of practical jokes from? Jesus.
What is it, my child?
Oh, we've not got a voice for Jesus. They've not committed to a voice for Jesus.
We have also been visited by angels throughout our lives. If the angel has spoken, you must follow. My heart has known this day would come.
Do you know where I can find him? Is he still out there teaching in the wilderness, Mother?
I was at the market
Mary?
the other day, and I heard the fruit stand seller, Joachim, talking to his friend about John the Baptist. It would be best to start your search there.
Is that how you say his name? I've always called him Joachim. I'll go ask around.
Alright, I'm out of here. I tell you what, I'm going to go ask around
for Joachim. Trying to think about how I'm going to actually handle this conversation in a way I don't come across as crazy that an angel said I was to come and see you. Edge you up. There's a Roman.
This really captures the local market, the hustle bustle of the town square that Jesus would have lived in. Jesus was no enemy to the marketplace. Jesus never came down here and said, right, this all belongs to the government and we'll decide who gets what. Jesus has never spoken in the Bible about collectivization. He was a frequenter of the market and a believer in the invisible, benevolent hand of the free market.
There is a stillness in the city today.
Jesus, gazing upon the wrecked stall, was consumed by thoughts. What happened here? Perhaps someone else has seen something significant. I'll ask around.
Found out what happened, questioned the neighbouring shopkeepers.
You look tired. Clearly you need a new pillow.
Maybe another time. What happened here?
I'd rather not talk about it. I don't want the Romans to destroy my stall too.
You've just talked about it, so it was the Romans who did this. I understand. I'll ask elsewhere.
I need more wool for weaving. Do you know where the shepherds are today?
Greetings. Special offer. 2 bowls for the price of 1. Don't miss out.
Thank you, but no need. What happened here?
When I started setting up my goods, it was already like this. The Romans destroyed Joachim's stall. I don't know what he did wrong.
Thank you. I'll ask around further.
Move along.
Show me what's in your bag.
My ball bag.
What am I meant to do?
Remember, the Roman presence here is undeniable.
I've not got a bag.
I saw a caravan passing through this morning.
Caravan!
May the Lord bless us, for hearts that remain patient shall find joy.
It's funny you saying, "Mary, the Lord bless us," because in a few hundred years from now, many people will regard me as the Lord. It's confusing, I know, but that's life. I'm a bit of a big deal.
Have you heard the news from Jerusalem?
They say Pilate sent more men to Jerusalem. Unrest is near.
They say Pilate sent more men to Jerusalem.
After the recent rains.
Right. Let's get into business.
The craftsmen are busy in their workshops.
I have to ask her in this area.
Even the wind seemed to pause when he prayed.
Greetings. Special offer. 2.
Yes?
What happened here? Where's Joachim?
Oh, it was terrible. The Romans came here and literally destroyed Joachim's stall. They wanted to punish him for his ties to John's disciples. Joachim got injured, but managed to escape towards the sheep pen. I haven't seen him since.
Oh, why is there a large gap above your head? A lot of headroom.
Right, go to the sheep pen. Divine Vision. With Divine Vision, you can uncover hidden clues and interactive objects to guide your journey. Using Divine Vision needs points of faith. I need faith. I need more faith. Heardle, Bacardi, thanks to subs. I just be turning water into wine all day, aye, same here. And then turn the water that's in the wine, turn that into wine, so it's 100% alcohol. Gangrene thinks the sub. 6 guys kicking my granddad's head in yesterday. My wife said, "Aren't you going to help?" I replied, "Nah, 6 enough." That's I knew that was coming, that when I've heard that.
Jesus found the place the merchant was talking about. He knew this was where he had to look for answers.
Divine Vision is optional. Why did I see something here? Can I break into houses? A lot of you folk here are here because you broke into a house, you stole a car, you got into a violent altercation and you've ended up here, found yourself in a Young Offenders Institute. Do you know who else broke into houses? It might surprise you. Jesus. Jesus broke into houses. There is nothing in the Bible that says he did, but it was common. And for Jesus to not participate in that would have made him stick out like a sore thumb in a bad way. There is no way he would be able to become the influential person that we know and love today if he didn't take part in some of the customs of the time. He would surely have occasionally broken into a house, stole a car. Remember, Jesus didn't grow up in some middle class area where everybody keeps their noses clean and to move on to more white collar crime. Jesus was in a poverty-stricken, very working class, very downtrodden area of the world, and he would have participated in gambling, smoking, drinking. That's why we love him. Just a normal guy. Down-to-earth guy. Jesus loved wine. Jesus had every opportunity to say wine's bad and never did it. When you drink a glass of wine, buckfast, even buckfast. That's the blood of Christ. Tasker, thanks for sub. You had divine vision when trolling on Overwatch. Yes. Alright, so wait a minute. Search the area around the sheep pen. It said it was like here. What?
Jesus saw the blood and understood. It could only be Joachim's.
Really? Divine path. Follow the shimmering trails, manifestations of your divine intuition to reach your destination. Man, Jesus. You're too big for this town. You got a gift, man. You're not a scumbag like me. You've got a gift. You gotta get out there and use that gift. Don't just end up like me and no hope at dead-end town, the dead-end job down at the steelworks. You've got a gift, man.
They say Pilate sent more men to Jerusalem.
It
is near.
It was me that you were actually speaking to before.
Oh. Joachim, what happened to you? Who did this? Tell me! Tell me who did this!
Jesus! Oh, it's you. I'm relieved it's not the Romans.
Jesus.
The funny thing about being Jesus is that when people say my name, I think they're just saying, Jesus, Jesus Christ. And I ask them, what's the matter? And they say, nothing's the matter.
The wound isn't serious. I'll manage.
I'm glad to hear that. But what happened?
The Romans wanted to punish me for my ties with John's disciples. I escaped, but left my friend at the farm. Could you warn him? The Romans might go there.
I was just about to ask about John. I'll do it, don't worry. Rest and stay safe today.
Thank you, Jesus. John is somewhere along the Jordan River. His location changes often, though. My friend at farm should know more. He will guide you.
It's just a demo, by the way. They should do flashbacks. You know how sometimes if you start playing... Look, thanks to sub, say boing, boing, boing. You know, if you start... a film might be a bit kind of slow. Building up to something at the end. So what they might do is... the producer or maybe the director might go like that. So you're going to have to stick a wee bit at the start. Like the robbery all gone wrong or something. And then sort of cut back to like how it all started. So he's in the house and having a cup of tea. And his wife's gone like, oh, God, we've run out of this. We can't afford that. And oh, God, I know. Why did you have to go and punch that guy in work? Now you've not got a job and no money. What you going to do now? Oh, I know. You just sit about all day doing nothing. Well, I'm actually going out to meet Craig later. Craig? Your old jail buddy? What you doing meeting up with him? You can't get any more trouble. You've already fucked things up as it is. Oh, he says he wants to talk to him about something. One last job. One final job, and I swear to God, this is the one. And then, you know that, so they should have a wee bit where it's a whole kind of crucifixion sort of thing. And then cut back to this.
This is the beginning of the good news about Jesus the Messiah, the Son of God. Long ago, Isaiah the prophet wrote, I will send my messenger ahead of you.
Who's this?
He will prepare your way.
Who's this?
A messenger is calling out in the desert.
Yes.
Prepare the way for the Lord. Make straight paths for him.
You know what would be good in this game? What's it called again? I Am Jesus Christ. This is a wee bit of a spoiler for the film. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Is that what it's called? In the film, there's a bit where, like Charles Manson's in it and all that, and the whole Sharon Tate, that whole kind of, those murders that happened, it's like a kind of, what would have happened if this guy was there instead, if they went to the wrong house, like that. So they all get like battered, the killers. Rather than that murder happening. It's almost like, you know, kind of what if, or it could have went this way. It'd be good if in this, it's like what could have happened to the crucifixion. Like, so he's like carrying the cross and they're like whipping him, and he just goes like that, picks up the cross, fucking smacks the Romans fucking flying, because he could get all the, you know, the power. A god. The power of a god. Think about fucking Hercules. Like Hercules. Aye, Revenge of the Christ. And then instead of him getting killed, and then put in that tomb with the rock at it, he ends up just packing all these fucking Romans into the tomb. Like shoving them in, you know, like in Japan with the trains. They're like shoving them in. There's these people employed to shove people in. Just shove all the Romans in that fucking tomb and fucking seal them in. Buried alive. And then open that. See how they fucking like it. Open that in 3 days. And see if any of them have been taken up. I don't think many of them will be taken up, but then anybody who's dead and the survivors who are probably dehydrated and exhausted, just stick them on a big fucking bonfire and send them up as ash. And then Jesus could be coming in, Jesus go to fucking Rome and go, I'm a daddy now. And he becomes the emperor. And then some Christians might say, no, but it's not about that. It's not about being the kind of the ruler, the King of Kings here on earth. It's about being the King of Kings in heaven. Why not have both? Why not have it all? Like Scarface, the world is yours. They should, I hope, this is maybe early access. They did say they wanted some feedback. There's my feedback. And you can have that idea. You can have that idea free of charge because I'm happy just to see a happy ending. Iron Monkey, you are our redeemer. Thank you very much. Rebecca, thanks for £3. When you acted out being shot by the sniper in Limmy's homemade show, did you feel a bit embarrassed in case anyone saw? No, because there was nobody about. I looked about, there was nobody there. I think I had a wee poly bag at my knees, so that when I fell down on my knees, it didn't get my knees all damp. That's nothing to do with being seen or no, but would you have felt embarrassed if anyone was there? Aye, a bit. But depending on how much I needed to get that filmed on that particular day, I would have just went ahead and done it. I wouldn't have been embarrassed if it was like a crew, but everything, the whole thing with Limmy's homemade show was, it was just all me. Anywhere I went, anything that gets filmed, the camera's never held by anybody else. It's never somebody behind the camera, anybody checking it to see if it looks alright. It's just me by myself with everything. Hi, I'm Brog. Thank you very much for the £3. Stop! What did God do? Any fall damage in this? Like, it'd be good if the ending, like, Jesus gets nailed to the cross, right? So there's that wee feeling of, oh, it's so fucked. Nails, right? And it goes like that. Ping! And one of the nails just shoots right through the fucking Roman's brain like that, man. Ping! Ping! With the feet. Jumps down like that. Roundhouse kick. And you'll have the thieves or the murderers or whatever it is, the ones that are next to him. Gets them down as like I don't know, like henchmen or something.
Nobody ever give me a second chance until I met this guy. He said that when I get upstairs, I'm gonna get to be like second in command. I'm gonna get to be a lieutenant.
Oh fuck, where am I? I need to use. Wait a minute. I need to use my spider sense. Right. Press left alt. Right. Oh, right. Joachim. Hello. Have you seen Joachim? How'd you say his name again? Now someone said earlier when they were in the gym, in the gymnasium in school, they weren't very good at climbing the ladder and they fell off and hurt themselves and people were laughing. Do you know who else wasn't very good at climbing ladders? I made a mistake there. Did you hear that? I meant to say ladders and I said labders. Do you know who else sometimes made a mistake when speaking? Jesus. Forget about the ladder thing. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Jesus.
Peace to you, traveler. How may I serve you?
How may I serve you? That's AI, surely. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's AI or simply fucking text to speech type of thing. How may I serve you? How may I serve you? That's not how you. That's not the song of that kind of question.
I seek the owner of this farm. My errand is urgent.
An urgent errand, you say?
Yes.
May I know the reason?
You may. I come with a message from Joachim. I must warn him.
Then you have come to the right place. He is in the pantry beside the workshop, preparing goods for the market.
Thank you. Your kindness is a blessing.
Dean thinks to sub. Give us a yeehaw. Yeehaw.
Go in peace, and may your message reach him swiftly.
Remember, this is the demo. They're gonna cut this off. A pivotal cliffhanger moment, and we'll never know what the ending is.
The shadow of Christ.
Oh, up the top right says 200. Hold on, it's that to do with my... What's that? What does that mean, do you think? Do you think it means...
If you were to stop right now doing your Christ things, even if you were to stop right now, already you would have 200 followers.
That's what it means, maybe. And then that'll go up to like 100,000, 20 million, 2 billion.
Jesus' story has come to an end. Or is it just the beginning?
And then it shows a kind of montage of different Christians around the world.
Jesus' teachings have spread to all 4 corners of the earth.
And where's the... What was that? Which is... Where? Gonna use my Jesus vision. Shit. Sorry, what was it? What was that again? Sorry.
Peace to you, traveler. How may I serve you?
How may I serve you? How may I serve you? Frog thinks the 3 quid. When you get to the pearly gates, do you think Big J-Man rolls down a screen and shows you all the most embarrassing moments, only to let you in if you sit through it? What do you think about? I don't think he would do that because he's about forgiveness and he wouldn't embarrass me like that. What he could say is, I forgive you for everything, but you've got to watch this for a laugh. He'd be like that. Type delete thinks it's sub. He was in the pantry or something. Who was? Oh, right. I seek the owner. All right, aye.
An urgent errand, you say? Then you have come to the right place.
The pantry beside the workshop, right? Okay, okay.
Go in peace.
Go in peace. The pantry beside the workshop. Could you be the workshop? Hello? I think I'm in trouble. Sassy. I've got a feeling he's going to ask me, what are you wearing? Just stay out here. I think I'm in trouble.
Can I help you?
I must warn you about the Romans. Did I not message him back or something? I'm sensing an attitude like I didn't message him back at some point when I was meant to message him and he saw that I'd read it, read receipt sort of thing, read receipt. And I didn't message him back and now he's like, oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Do you say read receipt or read receipt? Read. It has been read. 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 Oh, so we're not agreed. Some people say read. Some people say read. Read as in, if you read it, they can see if you read it. And then other people think, no, it means that you've read it. You read it. Right. So nobody knows. Nobody knows. Jongo, and this is a mod, by the way. Jongo says, man discovers tenses. What we're talking about right now, I can't believe I'm having to have this conversation with a mod. I'm not talking about the difference between the word read and the difference between the word read. I mean, because it just says it in text, and it could mean read or read, because the words are, what is it? What would you call that? I don't know. Homonym or something. Nobody really knows. Is this the word read or is this the word read? That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't listening, says Jonko. I'm sorry, Jonko, but you must always be listening as a mod. And let me say this. If I ever come to hand out lead mod roles, your name might be pretty low down the priority list for that. And you know, when you ask me for your well-deserved mod hamper from Harrods, approximately £5,000 at Christmas, I might not be listening. You're not listening. Maybe I'm not listening. Easter hampers. No, I feel that Easter's a wee bit, kind of excludes a lot of people. Easter, not everybody celebrates Easter. Possibly offensive. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in any of that, and I'm offended. I don't participate in the egg thing, the chocolate stuff. I eat chocolate all year round. We're not participating in that. The pagan one. Wait, what is offensive about egg? What is offensive about egg? Egg. You know what I could do with? Cream egg. And, sorry, right, we're meant to be... I must warn you about the Romans.
Peace be with you. Joachim sent me to warn you. The Romans are in Nazareth, and they're targeting those thought to be followers of the Baptist.
Thank you for the warning. I will be cautious, as there are a lot of people who want him dead or believe that he is crazy.
Crazy? Do you know where John the Baptist is?
Yes, I know him well. I've been following his work in the wilderness recently and was baptized by him myself. Are you seeking his location?
I just fucking said, do you know where? I need to find him. Do you need to find him? Yes. Yes, what? I need to find him. Find who? John the Baptist? What about him?
You can head out of...
Oh, shit. Right. East, near the market, continue falling down the path, and enter the wooded area which leads to the Jordan River.
Thank you very much. Peace be with you.
You know what? I will help you get to John. Wait for me by the cart, and I'll give you a ride part of the way.
All right.
I appreciate your help. I'll wait for you there.
Now, I've actually got the power to fly there. But I'm going to take the cart just to show people that I know what it's like to live as a man. Do you know what I mean? I'm one of yous.
The sun dipped low over the hills of Galilee as Jesus left Nazareth, riding in a merchant's wagon toward the valley of the Jordan. The road lay quiet, as though it led not only across stony tracks, but toward a moment that would alter the course of history.
So this is actually...
Well, we have arrived.
This is actually
John
all the
should
course
be
of
by the
history.
river.
So this would actually alter the course of history. That's a ridiculous fucking thing to say. That's a ridiculous thing to say. Well, we have arrived. John should be by the river.
Oh, thank you for your help.
It's no problem. I didn't come here just for you. I brought crops to sell. Pilgrims get hungry too. Good luck.
All right.
Nonetheless, thank you. You don't know why you had to tell me that. You're not just here to help me, you know.
Alter the course of history. That's something that you say about, like, normal things. That's something that you would maybe say if you were, like, you didn't believe in any of this in a religious way. That Jesus, the man, by this happening and that altered the course of history. I know you have all these, we have Christianity and Christians and all the rest of it. But if you're talking about if you're a believer, altered the course of history, surely you would think in terms of this was all going to happen anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's like all part of God's plan. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, you wouldn't be like, God was like, yeah, what's happened here? What's happened here? This is a surprising turn of events. Alter the course of history. It was going to be going that way, but it went that way. No theology, please. NTP. Time travel. Who here likes Back to the Future? Do you know who else altered the course of history? Jesus.
Waters will break out in the wilderness and streams in the desert. The burning sand will become a pool, and the thirsty ground springs of water.
Hold on. Just going to check out the codex, if that's alright. Just got to check out the old codex here. What followers have I got? How many followers have I got now? Right, I've got 1,000. Complete all activities, right. It's a bit like social media. Do you know who was one of the first, if not the first, influencer? I can hear somebody's got it already. Jesus. Jesus influenced the world. Jesus has many followers. You get some of these influencers going into a restaurant and saying, oh, I just had the best meal ever, or they go to some fancy donut shop and say, wow, and they take all these fancy videos and pictures, don't they, and say, oh, everyone has to try it. And you see it says there, paid promotion or ad. They've just been paid But Jesus wasn't paid for his influencing. But he paid. He paid with his life. But in another way, he didn't because he's alive. But in another way, he isn't because he's in heaven. You got to be dead to get in there. What's with all the questions, everyone? Who here likes Dark Souls 3? No one? Dark Souls 1? Dark Souls? Has anyone heard of Dark Souls? No one. How about Bloodborne? What games is everyone playing? Roblox, Fortnite, Roblox. Is no one here playing From Software games? Elden Ring? Right, we've got an Elden Ring. Now, the story's a bit mysterious, isn't it? You don't really completely know what's going on, am I right? It's a bit mysterious. Not really. But if you think you know what's going on in Elden Ring, I can assure you, you don't. Part of its charm is its mystery. And it's the same with the other From Software games, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro, to a lesser extent. But do you know the Bible? I've not finished. Do you know where you'll get the biggest mysteries and the Bible? The Bible, yes. So no one has played Dark Souls. No one. What about the Demon Souls remake? I must confess I haven't played that either. I didn't really like the look of it. Liza P. You played Liza P. That's kind of based on Bloodborne. If you want the genuine, authentic experience, you must play Bloodborne. And do you know who was the most authentic person of all? Jesus. Is that time right? What was that, son? What was that, son? This is what? That's not what you said. I heard what you said. You don't want to say it? I'll say it. You said this is shite. Yes, I swore, everyone. I could swear. This is shite, you said. You think I can't swear because I talk about Jesus? Do you know who used to swear? No, it wasn't Jesus. Jesus didn't swear. He did one more than that. Jesus, his very name, is a swear word. Okay. This is shite. You're fucking shite, son. That actually reminds me of that Billy Connolly. You're seeing Billy Connolly Bites Your Bum, talking about the Cardinal coming to visit. Everybody back to reality. That was fun, but let's get back to reality now. By the rivers of Babylon.
I was just baptized by John the Baptist. I'm so happy, and my soul feels refreshed.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
He teaches that the coming of the Messiah is soon.
Well, funny you should say that.
He teaches that the coming of the Messiah is soon.
That's what he just said. That's funny. Was that Harvey now? Sorry to interrupt. Cutscene.
The beginning of the good news about Jesus the Messiah, the Son of God. John the Baptist appeared in the wilderness, preaching a baptism of repentance for the forgiveness of sins. John wore clothing made of camel's hair with a leather belt around his waist, and he ate locusts and wild honey.
How was that made?
The whole Judean countryside and all the people of Jerusalem went out to him. Confessing their sins, they were baptized by him in the Jordan River. And this was his message: I baptize you with water for repentance. But after me comes one who is more powerful than I, whose sandals I am not worthy to carry. He will baptize you with the Holy Spirit and fire.
It was there in Jordan that John the Baptist did say,
I will baptize you and wash away your sins.
I like it. Narration, English accent. The actual people of the Bible, American. Oh, what? Days of Creation rings. Rotate the rings to match the shortened descriptions of the 7 days of creation, starting from the centre. We've got a Peligates mini game. Check Genesis 1:31 quote. I don't need to. Optional. I don't need to. What if I do? Right. This is good. Right, what came first? Right. Light. Right, rest. There, rest at the end. Right, see, I know. Let there be light. Right. Let there be light. What's the sky? Light. Land, animals and humans. Rest. I'll go with land. No. What in the sky maybe? And then land and vegetation. Wait a minute. What's the sky? Then land and vegetation. Land animals. Land and vegetation. Then the land animals. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I can't. Sea creatures and birds. Oh fuck. I did it. faith is required to use abilities like, for example, well, you just say for example. Use abilities like these ones. Divine vision. Remember not to let it be lost completely. Aye, don't lose all your hold right mouse button to pray. Why have I got to fucking pray? Jesus. James Henry thinks the sub. Do you ever miss the good old days? COVID tucked up in home with some mud snow runner John landing up drowned in some muddy riverbed. Ah, brilliant, great days. They're great days, but these are even better days. Monkey thinks the sub. Thank you very wholesome content. Yes, Shepherd. Penn is still leader. Thank you very much, old big look. Flu Jackson and JB Script thanks the subs. Miss lockdown so much, says Rami. You can make your own lockdown.
And a voice came.
It's called agoraphobia.
You are my son, whom I love. With you I am well pleased.
The only problem is other cunts want you to go out, whereas back then they weren't out either. No pressure. It was the law. Johnson thinks the sub. Keep up the average work. You're very welcome. Yes, I will.
I saw the Spirit come down from heaven like a dove and stay on you.
Father has revealed what was prepared.
Not for me alone, but for those who watch and listen. Oh, who's this?
For a long time, I baptized with water, calling people to repent. Now I know that the one they were waiting for stands before me.
Right. Is this how it is in the Bible? That Jesus gets a messenger that says, go and see John the Baptist, just do it. Just do it. And then John the Baptist goes like, oh, hello, right, I'll baptise you like I'm with everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Something different with you. I saw like a thing, like an aura come down and go to you. This game's wrote by a flat earther. No! No! But that's ruined it! And then so he's like, you're the one. Your testimony
was necessary. The hearts of men have been prepared.
Right, so I'm not going like that to him. Me?
Forgive me for interrupting.
Are you sure?
Where did you stay during the time of the baptism?
What are you on about? You talk to... You call me Rabbi? Me? What do you mean, where did I stay during the time of the baptism? The baptism's happening right now.
Not far from here, in a small oasis close to the river.
May John and I go there with you now and see?
What are you on about? What are you talking about? Autobahn thinks it's up. Shout out Jesus. Big shout out to JC.
Before you go, I want you to know that many come to me with questions. Allow me now to ask you one thing. What do you intend to do next?
Well, I don't really... I kind of live in a moment. I don't want to think too far ahead. I don't know, I was actually coming to see you. I thought you so coming to hang about with yous.
I am preparing to return to Nazareth.
Returning to Galilee?
No, Nazareth. I said Nazareth. Galilee is in Nazareth. Yes, there are people whom I know. There they will listen.
To what?
To the word that Father gives.
Noble Jesus. The people of Galilee will be blessed to hear your teaching.
You don't know what I've said yet.
If they listen, they will find life.
Since our paths part here, I will testify about the one who comes after me. Let everyone know whom Father has sent.
Your testimony is true.
Go with God's blessing, Jesus. May he guide you on your way and in your teaching.
Peace be with you, John.
Peace be with you, Jesus.
And remember, declare everything when you meet Christ.
Lenzo thinks it's up, bought my first house today, about to go and pick up the keys to get her Ronald Reagan. Well, Nancy and I. There you go. That's how you know. Nancy said to me, Ronald, $100 and then 1,000. I mean, if I go to I, apostles, followers. Press to accept followers. Oh, yes, I will. Solve puzzles. Yes, let's get these. I'll get these. Yeah, I accept them. I accept them. I now have 2,750 followers. Gets in. Gets in, man. It's a bit like me with my new Clips of Limmy YouTube channel. Almost up to 4,000 now. Very pleased. I'm very pleased with the feedback of my compilation yesterday. And I think I'll be doing that. I'm going to change it from Limmy's funniest bits to Limmy's best bits because it's an alliteration, it's shorter in the description. So I'll be doing a Limmy's best bits and then of that day. The reason why that's better is that I'm no having to post 4 or 5 videos in the one fucking day or spread them out and then end up getting a bit of fucking bottleneck sort of thing, or clips if I end up building it up. I'm not having to go, right, I need to do 5 tweets for 5 clips a fucking day on fucking Threads, Blue Sky, Twitter and maybe even Instagram. A thumbnail for each of them if I wanted to do a thumbnail, and I just thought, you know what, fuck it. Do one video that you know only need to promote once, and it's 5 minutes, it's no kind of, it just makes more sense. And youtube.com @clips of Limmy. And the thumbnail, depending on what you're looking at, is also the wee bit at the beginning, and that will tell you at a glance that the clips you're going to be looking at are Metal and Feathers, I'm Off, Blue Sky Uses AI. Oh, hold on. Blue Sky Uses AI, Finger Up a Staffy. Let me just do that. There you go. I've got myself a lovely wee layout here. So for the one that I'm going to make later today with clips here, that looks trash. That's fine. You don't get it. That's alright though. Matty, thanks for the sub. Can I start a clips channel that makes clips of your clips channel? You do that and I'll absolutely fucking copyright strike you into oblivion. Aye, like a camcorder menu. Aye, but I didn't want it. It's no. I'm going to be changing the colour. It's not really meant to be that. If I wanted to do that, I would kind of make the text pixely. I mean, I suppose it kind of makes sense the way it's like videos, but no. I did it. I did these sort of like. I did like a kind of bigger text there. No caps. Limmy's funniest bits, and then I had like this text here, caps, but kind of smaller with the date, with a background behind it. This wasn't here, and then I had these wee ones here, and then with each of the individual things I was going to have it down the bottom left, listing each one. I thought, right, should I make that bigger and then move that down a bit, and then make that not caps, make that caps, put a background in that, lay that out, line that up. Do I line the background square up with the text, or should I line the text left aligned with the rest of that? What do other people do? I just thought, you know what, fuck this. Just have one fucking text field and just type the whole thing in like it's a text file. Limmy's funniest bits, type that in caps, put the date in brackets, just there kind of wee equals hyphen wee underline kind of separation, and then do that. What I'm going to do though, instead of this is the fourth funniest and the third funniest and the second funniest, I'm just going to order it whatever order I just think's right, and I'm just going to do wee bullet point things, and I'm going to do that wee thing there. So there you go. So look, tells you it's this one. And I've got my wee chapters there. Look, it tells you it's that one. Look, we're on to the second one now. Look. Change the text colour for the active one. No. Because that would require work. I need to slim and trim everything down. I've timed everything. Everything has to be as quickly as possible. See, to animate just even a simple change in colour of that text, I've got to make like that text, then that one separate, then that one separate. I've got to go like that, right, change that, and have the different layers doing it. Not that hard at all, but it takes maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, possibly 5 minutes to do all the wee bits and bobs. What I've done is I've just got one fucking text field now. It's just going to be hyphen there. And then I'm going to do the same text again, but it's edit. And then I do these wee arrows that go there. Press space to get it to go to there, and then just use a opacity keyframe thing to switch it on and off, so it can be done dead quickly. Because honestly, see if you do it the wrong way. By the way, I'm aware that this is all lo-fi and shite looking. But see, just something like, imagine I go metal and feathers, arm off, blue sky, finger up a staffy, and then I do these wee things here, and I go, shit, do you know what, I'm actually going to put the second video first. I've done that wrong. To change that all again, that's an extra 5 fucking minutes if you do it wrong. I'm looking for it to be the simplest, piss easiest thing to do. The simplest, piss easiest thing to do. I've already made a mistake, by the way, because look at the start. See the heat there? See that? Look what the heat is there. Look what the heat is there. That's a mistake. Shouldn't have used blue. Well, Pud King 1, what you can do, Pud King 1, is you can start your own clips channel, either of my stuff or your own stuff, and you can make it any colour you want. Nobody noticed. It's not about other people, it's about me. And so we've got the wee chapters here, so that should help with if anybody's like, what was that video for 2 years ago? Well, Limmy says something about putting a finger up a staffy. Search Limmy Staffy. Hopefully that comes up and I don't have to put it all in the fucking title. I cannot be fucked putting it in the description. I mean, there you go. You got your chapters there. Looks all professional. It's all professionally done here. Show transcript. No, no thanks. I'm surprised there's no signature Limmy pink purple for the background. I might do the next one. That I might make it green. I might make it pink. How long did this take me? It took me a wee while because this isn't what I did. I did something else. And I changed it. Whatever I do, it must be efficient. Or it's not worth doing. The template's there. I did have a background image, like my face, and I would change it with every video. Forget it. See the time it takes to pick just the right sort of picture and make sure the text looks alright in it, even with a drop shadow, even that it's a bit of a joke and kind of lo-fi sort of thing. Even with that, it just, you know what, fuck it. That face is always there. That text is always like that. That always just blinks like that. It always ends like this. The dog attacked because you poked its arse. That's it. That's that done. That's that done. That's your template. You should blur the number 1 and number 2 clips in the thumbnail. In this thumbnail, I should blur that, not that, and not that. That's a really, really good idea. Thank you very much for that. That's a big, big help. No image in the background. There is no image currently in the background. There is no image in the background in any of the thumbnails. There is a flat blue colour. Would I be right in saying that you don't know the meaning of certain words? First frame, you melt, says Autobahn. Alright, Autobahn, I'm a melt. Right. First frame. Autobahn, we are on the first frame. 000, you melt. Autobahn, you melt. We're at the first frame, you melt. Autobahn. What do we do now, Autobahn? Autobahn, melt. Melt, mate. First frame of the clip and darken. What clip? Autobahn. That, like this here. No, because it's not necessarily good. This. That there. Blur that so you don't see my miserable face. Darken it so that the white text is maybe more visible. It doesn't look good. I did that. I also tried making it a lot bigger and putting a bit of grain on it, you know, so it looks like kind of blown up bit of film type of thing. It's just no, this is what I want. See this? See, once you start, see, once you start actually trying to make it look good, I'm going to take an image and I'm going to sort of like blur it or put a lot of noise in it, or maybe put a kind of drop shadowy dark bit behind the text on the left. Once you start doing the road of trying to make it actually look good, you've got to commit to that with everything. That means you can't get away with that text anymore. It looks like you've tried to make it good, but you don't know how to lay out the text. What I'm doing is I'm knowing my limitations, and I'm going, fuck it, and I'm just then looking at a text file. It's got a low effort yet practical way. It's practical. You can see it's intriguing. You can see this is the video that's got these things in it. Oh, what's this here? Finger up a staffy. I want to see that one. Should I skip forward to it? Or should I just play the video and let it happen? It works. It works. It's shite enough that you know that it's meant to be shite. And that's what makes it good. But the main thing is the hilarious clips within. Limmy's best bits it's going to be. You're going to see the date. I'm going to put the year on because, you know, this could be a year. This could be like for fucking 2 years ago. Which Wednesday, the 1st of April. And then you can see that at a glance. And you've got the chapters. I think this is the one. I think this is it. Be able to streamline it to less than an hour, hopefully. Don't plan on putting 7 clips into it, anything like that. I'm going to limit it to like maybe 5 tops. If I'm able to get 5 clips in it. And that's it. Limmy, the biggest form of entertainment these days is watching flat earthers, aka flares, being roasted. Food for thought. So it's something to think about, certainly. Food for thought. Certainly. Pell sinks the sub. When do we get to 24/7 Limmy bot stream just in the IMS with game settings? That would be good. Unfortunately, there's too many people against AI. There's actually less people, fewer people against AI these days. I've noticed that Blue Sky has confessed to Blue Sky being run, created by AI, AI being used a lot in its creation. And those people who are against AI are still on Blue Sky, so they obviously don't really care as much as they said they did. So I think maybe the tide's turning. Maybe in a year from now we'll have an AI Limmy. Silent Matty, thanks for subs. Thanks again. Suppose they don't care as much as they said they did, but I don't know. So what was that again? I don't want to watch videos of people having arguments with flat earthers. I'm not convinced that a lot of these flat earthers are actually what they say they are. I remember seeing this one kind of like prominent one. It was on like This Morning or something like that. He himself just seemed like he was at it. It's just a bit of a joke. It's almost like kind of proving the point. Like, isn't it funny though that if you think about it, all of these things like dinosaurs and all this stuff that you're not really there to see with your own eyes and all that, you could, if you put your mind to it, find ways of saying, no, that's no proof. Well, we've got film, you know, the moon, I know, but that could have been made up. We've got people who are these people? Why would they make it up though? That's a thingy fallacy. That's a thingy logical fallacy. Why would they do it? It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Just because I can't think of why doesn't mean that they harm. That's the point. As long as it doesn't affect me. As long as doesn't affect me going about my life because somebody has said, no, we're going to stop all the planes, you can't go on holiday. Flat earthers have said no. But That's what gives them some sort of sense of they've worked something out that not a lot of people know. Fuck it. You're born, you pass the time in some sort of way with a hobby of some kind, you die. If anybody was to say to me, prove the world's round. So I kind of went in planes. I know you don't know what way the plane went though. I mean, how do you know? I suppose so. I suppose I wasn't really tracking it. So you admit that you don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me as long as everything works. So you believe that the Earth's... I didn't say that. No, I believe it's round. Based on what? I just believe. I just believe. Can't prove it. No proof. There is no proof. There is no proof exists. I guess I don't believe in fucking flat earthers. It's my conspiracy theory. The Trop. Thanks for the sub. Thank you very much.
Do you know where I can find some good pottery? It is hard to think of it as just an ordinary sign.
Hmm? Who? Are you the pottery guy?
Have we arrived?
Spiritually, or?
This will be my place of rest for the day. It's humble, but it will be enough to prepare for the journey ahead. I am Sir Jesus Christ.
Not quite what we imagined, but I suppose there's no need for more.
It feels peaceful here, like it's set apart, even among the markets.
Peace is often found in simple places. When the time comes, you may see why this rest is precious. That's all I'm going to say for now.
In this way, John the Baptist baptized Jesus in the waters of the Jordan and set in motion events no one had dared to imagine.
Don't even dare.
Neither John nor his 2 disciples could have foreseen what that night would come to mean, sharing the wilderness with a man who, only later, would be known as their Redeemer. Yet before all else, Jesus turned his steps toward Galilee.
Just got to prepare for the journey by thanking the merchant, saying farewell.
Did you manage to find John the Baptist?
I did. He's right there.
Would you like to return to Nazareth with me? I'm leaving this evening.
No, thank you.
Thank you, but that is not...
All right. Good luck.
Rabbi.
Yes, my friend?
We were here with John the Baptist. We listened to him for a long time.
He who cries out in the wilderness does not cry in vain.
He said he was not worthy to untie the strap of your sandals, and we do not even know how we should stand before you.
We are still disciples of John.
Is there a conflict of interest there? Is that we're not pissing you off or anything?
Every disciple begins with the one who sent it.
We would like to...
Yes. Don't be afraid. You can say it. Don't be afraid to finish your thoughts.
I dare not ask, but if one day you allow it, we would like to see you again.
Oh. What are you seeking? Pills? Rumpy Pumpy? Do you just think I'm funny?
I seek the truth, and I away.
Well, the truth leads and the way is revealed. The time will come.
But Rabbi, are you leaving us? What should we do?
What should be this? What should be that? Return to the one who sent you. We will meet again soon.
But how will we know when that happens?
Fucking hell. This, Jesus will have been fucking relieved when he got crucified. I haven't, forgive me for saying that. To get away from this fucking lot. Constant fucking questions. But how though? But how and why and when? But when and how will we know? And when and how and why? Why and how and when and how? How should we fuck off, oh Lord? Life of Brian style. Right. Go on the road to Galilee.
It is time for you to prepare for your divine purpose. Follow the Spirit into the wilderness.
The road ahead is one of trials and reflection. Venture into the wilderness, for it is there that the Spirit will strengthen you. To fulfill your divine purpose, you must first embrace the solitude of the wilderness. Follow me into the desolate places where your faith will be tested.
Alright, first boss fight coming up. The devil.
You will be tested and strengthened for the path ahead.
Let's see where the Spirit takes us. No. It's there. Better than Death Stranding 2? Aye.
The shadow of Christ.
Oh,
the shadow of Christ.
Each challenge will reveal the depth of your faith and draw you closer to the will of the Father. You will find the strength needed to fulfill your divine
voice sounds evil. Sounds like Scar for Lion King or something. Let's go up here. Mine. Just going to get that. Collect that. Good. Sulfur. Sulfur can be refined into gunpowder. I thought it was a burning bush thing though. Where is the devil?
Jesus, full of the Holy Spirit, left the Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness. where for 40 days he was tempted by the devil.
What was that, like, watermark that was on the video? You see that? No, watermark, but it said Luke something down the bottom left of the video, and they've just sort of cropped it to this vertical. Did you see it? Oh, wait!
He ate nothing during those days, and at the end of them he was hungry.
Surely, I know this is the demo version, but there is no way they would go like that. You actually talk to the devil in the full game. They would say it. Twisty thinks it's up. Praise be to you and fellow followers of the Church of Limmy. Thank you very much. I don't even get to meet the fucking devil. I see that they did a kind of Passion of the Christ devil, bald. Which is a wee bit. Too many bald people are cast as evil. Lex Luthor. The devil. Anybody else? Blofeld. Phil Mitchell. Oh, he's not bad. He's just complicated. There's a snake. Sorry, serpent.
You look so tired.
No way.
Why do you suffer so much?
Escape the darkness. Everybody, we have got to meet the devil. Who are you?
It doesn't matter, but I've heard that you are his son. If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread.
It's not funny. I'm starving. Man shall not live by bread alone, but needs every word the Lord of God gives him. Man shall not, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. I have walked by enough church posters.
But does God really want you to suffer this way? Aren't we all his beloved children? Do you not deserve some relief? Eat this bread, and your suffering will end.
Have you got any butter? Or a pretty dress? I will not put my father to the test. He guides me and will give me strength to endure. Oh, guide the light along the path to keep pace, right? What? Oh, W, what? 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 Point with your cursor, right? Oh, got a speed boost with W. Hurry up, he's coming. Excellent. So funny. And the devil laughs, aye, bottoms up. And the devil laughs. Oh, just managed to escape.
We meet again, Jesus.
Oh.
In this desolate place.
If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down. For it is written, He will command His angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone.
The pattern on his clothes is like scales of a serpent, like a snake, the Garden of Eden. Do not put the Lord your God to the test. It is also written.
Are you afraid, Jesus? Do you not trust in the power of your Father, who could protect you?
Stop laughing.
You have proof in the Holy Scriptures.
I will not test my God, for my faith is unwavering, eh? My trust is in Him, not in your temptations, eh? Let's do it again, eh? Oh no, shut that one down! Oh, shit. Oh! He nearly got me, eh? So that proves that Jesus was nearly turned to the dark side. Are you actually moving through this? Like if I just wait? Have they animated this snake? Just constantly doing that? Did that column get down here? The bit in the Bible where Jesus goes in the cave with the big snake.
Meet again, Jesus. As this time, let me show you the power and glory of the world. Look, all these kingdoms of the world and their splendor I will give to you, if you fall down and worship me.
Away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve Him only. Okay?
All these kingdoms can be yours, without suffering, without the cross.
What's that about the cross?
All it takes is one bow.
Did he just say bow? Text to speech. One bow. Yeah, I thought AI equals Satan is a commentary. Ah, clever. Jay, thanks for sub. I fucking love the Bible. What's your favourite skit in the Bible? All the 666 stuff. My kingdom is not of this world, I serve only my Father in heaven, eh?
You reject the power and wealth of this world, But we shall return to this conversation.
Shall we? No, I'm not speaking to you again. My loyalty is only to God, eh? I'll worship no one but him, eh?
Remember, your obedience and faithfulness will bring salvation to me.
It's done.
Trust in my
And then right click to drag the demon into the portal. Right. What fucking portal? What portal? Into the portal. Right, what portal? Oh, right, I'm here. Right. You could just come with me. Thank you. Just go in there, I think. Sat you into the abyss there. Just going to cast out the old demons here. So I come with me, thanks. So this is a demon. So if any of you have got demons like voices in your head, telling you day things, telling you you're useless and shite and all the rest of it. This is what they look like here. This is it. Just these. That's it. It's all there. Look. Look. That's it.
He won this time. But this will not stop me. I will go everywhere in this land.
In this land.
I will go into every city, into every corner of them. I would take my power and spread my darkness everywhere. To all homes, to every human, every soul. I will enter their bodies and put my diseases inside. I will boil their minds and put my demon servants inside them.
Ooh, promises, promises.
And then I will go to Jerusalem, to their capital, and will tempt all citizens with my darkness and sins. In such a way, they will stop Jesus and kill him. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I liked that bit with the
Can't stop me.
laughing got cut off there. I liked that wee bit there.
You resisted the temptation and remained steadfast in your faith.
Steadfast.
Victorious.
Evil. Fast travel. You can use fast travel to visit previously visited locations. So that's kind of like... So Jesus could kind of teleport. I'm not surprised with that, actually. Reg Pepper, thanks for gifting that sub. Could probably fold space. Optional. No thank you. Alright. Meet your family. Right, the last time you saw me, I was just your son. But... And don't embarrass me in front of them, but I've got some new people who... think I'm the son of God. Because I'm. At what point did Jesus go like that? Oh, I don't know who I am. And then, oh, I'm the son of God.
Jesus, my son, I'm so glad you're back. How are you?
The way you speak to me is so embarrassing. You still speak to me like my wee boy. Father, thank you. I am well. After those days in the desert, it's good to see you again.
You must have experienced so much. Are you tired? Do you need to rest?
Well... Oh, you're not actually my dad. Why am I talking to you? You're not my fucking dad. Why are you saying go and speak to Mary when that's my mum? You mean go and speak to your mum? It's you who should be referred to by your first name, no dad. I am full of strength and ready for what lies ahead.
In that case, you should join your mother who left for Cana some time ago.
Mother, right, good.
There's a wedding there, and your presence will be important. If you hurry, you should make it in time for the celebration.
Why are you so
happy to see you
hiding behind this wood? I will go there immediately. And I think that's me. Skipping travel to long distance to several minutes. Use skip travel to instantly reach your destination. Use C to skip travel. Alright, I will. The wedding. Well, it's 1:30, everybody. I'll leave that there. Can I save? There is it's auto-saved. This game uses an auto-save feature. When you see this icon, do not switch off your computer or you will lose valuable save game information. You may even brick your computer. Jesus always saves, that's right, Jesus saves. Jesus saved? But auto save that, then I saved. A manual save. Excellent stream, sir. Thank you very much. Well, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the subs, the resubs, the bits and the tips and mods. Thank you very much for the modding. I'll be back tomorrow morning. That's Friday, daytime. You heard me. I'll just say that again. Friday, daytime. Because I will not be on a Friday night because I'm actually not available to stream over the weekend until Tuesday. So, but that's alright. That's like normal. There will be a Friday, no it's not actually, there will be a Friday daytime stream, but then the next time I come on will be either Tuesday, maybe later on in the day, or Wednesday. That's your holidays started, everybody. That's your holidays for the year. But you can blame yourselves for it. That's the holidays started. I will keep you updated, but I'm back tomorrow. I shouldn't talk too much about it because it confuses people. People go like that. I know he said he's back tomorrow during the daytime, but he's talking about he'll keep me updated on the holiday and all the rest of it and posting videos. That sounds like this is the last we're seeing him for a while. I'll ignore the fact he said he's coming back tomorrow morning. Just completely disregard that. That wasn't said. And just go, alright, well, enjoy your holiday, Limmy. I suppose I'll see you on Tuesday. Wednesday, was it? Chocolate bloat on Tuesday? Chocolate bloat every fucking day. Had chocolate yesterday, bit of Galaxy, something else, a yogurt. I'm not giving a fuck right now. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Remember to keep up to date with clips of Limmy for all the best bits of today's stream if you just joined us and you want to see. Please give us a like and a subscribe there. And if you just, you know, whatever, I think that's all you can do actually. Thanks for watching and I'll see you tomorrow. 9:30 AM UK time. Bye for now.